I think we are live. So people, please tell me you can hear me. Hopefully you can hear me. The chair wheel just fell off before we went live. So if I go, you know what it is. I'm preparing you. So just let me know, guys, if you can hear me in the chat. There's not many of us, but I don't normally go live at this time, live at all. But it's a huge announcement, and I just wanted to get it off my chest and get it out there into the ether. So people, just let me know if you can hear me. I know it's a little bit behind in StreamYard. Oh, nice and clear. There we go. Still a queue. So I'll give a quick shout out while there's not many people in the chat. That's my fault. So we've got David Bruce, Al, I think that is, or AI, Bigosis or Bejosis, Charlie Jordan, Callum Watkinson. We have Stella Q, and we have myself. Oh, Carla Webster. Yay. Mr. Super Sidewinder. So, guys, see everyone's coming in now. What do we get? Reka 8, Linda Connor. So, guys, what is happening today? I'm quickly going live. Yes, live. Yes, this thing, it says LIVE that I normally don't go on because I'm snowed under. But I just wanted to let you guys know I'm going back to the OG name. I'm leaving for today, so obviously people can hear and see, What the Flock TV. But I'm going back to the Black Sheep Researcher. It's been on my mind for a very long time. When I set up the second channel because of the shenanigans on What the Flock TV, I was very, very tempted to do the second channel then, but something just said to me, no, the time's not right. And since then, it's been on my mind it's been on my mind for till last year with people with close names, and I'm back. The return. I'm no stripping because I don't want to offend you guys. I'm not been the gym enough yet. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going back to the OG, the Black Sheep Researcher. I've done a little bit of changes, so if you guys have noticed or it's not come up yet, you can see on the channel it's still got What the Flock TV, but it's got the Black Sheep Researcher on. The Twitter account, and that is another thing, that reason I've done it is the shenanigans on the What the Flock TV Twitter account. I was trying to change a few things, change it to Black Sheep Researcher, and it just kicked me out, won't let me go back in. So I am now on Twitter, as you can see. What's that flashing? As the Black Sheep Researcher. So you can just see it, Black Sheep Researcher. So I'll link that in a minute. Think Command's still there. I'm still using it, Callum. And that's just going to be for little smaller videos. That's not going anywhere. So I've got the Thinking Man, and as you guys know, What the Flock TV. But I'm changing it. I'm going back to the OG Black Sheep Researcher. It's just been on my mind for so long for anyone that's just coming in. And if anyone doesn't realize, because obviously people subscribe and watch the channel at various stages, I used to be called the Black Sheep Researcher. That was my first channel. The reason I came to be known as that is because in the community I was ostracized, name called, everything. When you have a different opinion and you're putting forward different ideas, you don't get liked. So in this community, I was known as the Black Sheep. Do you know what I mean? So that is why I created the original name. And just over 2 years ago, I had a lot of subs, and YouTube hit me with 2 strikes because I put up a poll, should I monetize? And people, 96% said yes, monetize. So as soon as I hit the monetize, it went through my videos and gave me a strike. And it was a matter of hours before the channel was lost. So I went, typical me, I'm going out my way. So I said, right, guys, this is going to be the last live. I'm deleting the channel. I'm not giving them the satisfaction of deleting it. And I created What the Flock TV because at that time, my name, like it is now, I wasn't getting any subscribers or anything. I've been stuck on this total for about a year and a bit. But it's always been in my head, I should have just sticked with the Black Sheep Researcher. You know what I mean? So that is what I'm gonna do. If anyone on the Twitter, can I put it in there? Let me try. Can I do it? Can I do it? Let me turn the volume down. There we go. Here's my Twitter account. I'll just put it in. It should come up now. Oh, looks like we got the old people calling me trans again. What a surprise. Oh, dear me. These people are really, really fucking sad. So yeah, I'm just changing it. I just thought, you know what, I'm going back and I'm going back. Yeah, there's Black Sheep Researcher 2. They locked me out with that as well, Stella. They just love to restrict me, even though I've got the different authentication. They just locked me out with everything because I was just going to restart that. Yeah, it's a stick on beard, Callum. Yeah, and my three kids that I've had and I've got. Yeah, they're a different thing. It's all this the parade of let's, and this is no offense to anyone who does transvestigation, but all this triangle shit and all this it doesn't go into skeletons and that. People just need to wobble the head. But listen, what am I? I talk about Giannis a lot. People want to talk about that. People want to say this. Let them say it. I haven't got time for it. I haven't got time for negativity. People can think what they want, say what they want. I know who they are. It's just one particular channel who had a hissy fit, but people who are what they are, if they want to be evil and negativity, pump into a let them. I ain't going down that route. I want to laugh. I want to share ideas with you guys, and that's it. So let me give a shout out. Oh, hey, Brian's in the chat. Brian Evans. Hopefully you are well. Who are we? Jay. Yeah, Black Sheep Shirt 2, but there might be there's many different ones. I think there's an Indian one as well, but I've been known for Black Sheep Researcher for many, many, many years. And it got deleted and I came back. Stanley and Milgram, we don't want any moaning. Who's moaning? Tell you what, all these people with all these thingies account. Terrible. Oh, Brian Edmonds is good. That's good. So I'll give a quick shout out. Is Mr. Super Sidewinder, David Bruce, Brian Evans, Jay. I did see Hollis, David Bruce, Charlie Jordan. My eyes. Karen Ann Preston. Heart, Truth. What was it? Heart, Earth. There we go. See what I mean with my eyes? Who are we? Who are we's in the chat? Jill's in the chat. Memes in the from Yorkshire's in the house. Callum Watkinson, Stella Q, Astro Magic, the Mad Catter. Love that name. Yeah, so anyone just wondering what's going on, I don't normally go this time, but I thought, it's nice to just let you guys know. We're all a family. Sometimes dysfunctional, sometimes we argue, sometimes we get on too well, but we are a family, just like a family. So I like to let you guys know what I'm doing, so you don't get what's going on here. I'm not subscribed to the Black Sheep, the Black Sheep Researcher. What's going on? Help! So I thought, you know what, I'm going to give you guys a quick shout out, a quick let you know what's going on. Yay! He's back. He's back. The original OG from 5-6 years ago is back. I'm going to change the name probably tomorrow on it so people actually can see and we go from there. Do you know when you just have something on your mind for so long and you think to yourself, should I? But you think to yourself, you are what you are. You are in the chat. And I've always been known as the Black Sheep. So there we go. I should have done it on Thinking Man, but like I said, that's what me mother calls me. So I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna have that little channel there and put little shorts on it to there is an hour one on there, but I started, so I finished. So that's where all the shorts are going. All the normal stuff will go on Black Sheep Researcher. And I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to see people who have been with me since those days. I know a lot of you have not, but yeah. So Heart Earth, yeah, Black Sheep Researcher is the new channel name. It's not the new channel name. It's basically what it was originally called. Hence why you see the little black sheep there above my head. And if I move there, there's a little black sheep just there. I was always known as a black sheep. Delete Marcus? No, the Thinking Man is, again, that is, I won't say it's a second channel. It's just another channel for shortish videos. Sometimes I won't even speak in them. That's for there. And on here, it's just going to be usual what if stuff and all the crazy ideas that are coming into my head. So, yep, What the Flock TV will be renamed Black Sheep Researcher from in a couple of days. Hopefully, it'll let me do it. If not, no, I'm not setting up another channel. But hey, I get to speak with you guys and see how you guys are doing. So if anyone wants to answer any questions while we're here, I'm here. Yeah, the original origin. And I've got some great content coming up that I was just about to start, which is Wild Me, and it's a carry on from something old that I forgot again. I just forget what we've made, and I'm progressing it and looking to a lot of things. So yeah, work's still coming. I did want to do more collabs with people, but life is hard at the minute. I'm finding it really, really hard, as we all are. With me mother and my 3 children, it's just chaotic. It's when I can get time to even do my content. Leafy's in the house to Joy. So it's crazy, isn't it? And I didn't want to just change the name of people, because people will think, oh, here's a video about Black Sheep Researcher. Who's that? Some of you guys know. So I thought, be the courteous thing to do, let you guys know what's going on. And as you know, the link is in. I'll put the link in the description as well. But it's been on me. It's been, when it just something's biting, and it just won't let go. You should have done it then. You should have changed your name. But hey, my mum's happy with the Thinking Man channel. It's crazy, Carla. Carla just said, I don't know how we do it. It's crazy. So if people don't know, I care for my mum 24 hours a day. And I've also got 3 children. My oldest is just moved into her own home. So I'm helping her do that as well. And when I'm really, really just tired, that tired when you just can't even sleep. So that is what I do myself. And what I just do is, for a bit of my sanity, I make content and videos, what free time I get. Oh, trolls will always grab stuff. Heart Earth. There was a time I always wanted to be liked by everyone, and you just can't. If people don't like you for whatever reason, people won't like you. So that if anyone's got a channel or starting up, you can't please everyone. People will always find, doesn't matter how stupid, they will always find something to critique you or pull you down. Now you just got to think to yourself, do you want to live in a world where that person that is critiquing you constantly and evil? It's not. When do we have a laugh anymore? We live in a world where it's just PC's just gone through the roof, and you can't say anything. And is there really such thing as free press, free speech? There isn't, because people just use that as an advantage. Coming into my chat, and people know I very rarely block anyone. And then they're slagging you off. Oh, you're blocking me. That's free speech. It's not. You don't have to. I'm not being in a room and sharing my space with people who are evil. That's just not who I am. I just want to laugh. I just want to laugh at everything. And you guys, a lot of you have been with me. Yeah, I love laughing. It's really infectious. And when do you see it? When can you be yourself and laugh? I've always been this. I've never changed since a child. I go to funerals. I fart on the benches. I laugh and everything, and people respect that. I treat everyone the same as I would, and I just want to laugh at life. because life is hard for everyone. Do you know what I mean? And who wants to, you want to submerge yourself in. That's the one thing I've never been able to get my head around a little bit. If you think about it, when people say echo chamber, and you don't want to be in an echo chamber, but sometimes you guys, we work or people are ill and you're looking for an escape from this reality. So you come on and you find people who you love or you just love like listening to, and you don't want to be jumping into negativity, name calling. It's just, you just don't want it, do you? Because this is your escape. You know what I mean? So that's what it is. You have to just find that perfect balance. You do like having a nice good debate, because it's not like we was kids in the playground as people are talking. When it's and if you're friends with them, I'm not talking to you, and that's what it is. It's like a huge playground. And then if you get your own playground and you just basically picking people to go on there, the human nature is, it seems to always create division. You will always get some people, for instance, if you go into someone's house, you should respect it's their house and not start your shit. You can start your shit when you leave the front gate, the front door, because that's your space. But you should always respect people for being in a house. You might not disagree with what they're posting and commenting, by all means, to that. That's it. It's a gimme. But you should always respect you're in someone else's house. And when I do these videos, and when you guys do your own videos, it's your house. You're inviting people in with you, and you don't have to share your space with idiots. Do you know what I mean? And that's the same thing. You just don't. It's that medium of, you don't want an echo chamber, but you don't want idiots, because you don't want to swim in a pool of turds. So I woke up this morning and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna change and do things on my Twitter, Bottle Flock TV Twitter, and it just locked me out. It just went, I'm having none of that. Wouldn't let me the password, wouldn't let me do nothing, wouldn't recognize nothing. So I thought that's a sign. So I changed it to Black Sheep Researcher, which is my original name. If anyone wonders why I'm calling myself the Black Sheep Researcher, I even have What the Flock, because it's a black sheep. It is, you got to know the context. You have to know that when people say to you, you don't do that, you generally do, don't you? And when I was originally putting in groups many, many years ago on social media, I was thinking, if it's not this, guys, could it be this? And if it's not that, is this? And what if we add this to that? And could that then be this? As I've always done, guys. And people just didn't like it. And these people are huge names in certain communities. I'm not getting them because I'm not into that. So these people message me to tell me I am the Dark Lord, I am the Black Sheep. Oh, that's a good name. You know what I mean? So I used a negative to create the original YouTube channel. And as you gain people who like watching your stuff, I got a big following. YouTube, I asked people saying, why, this is some of the jokes, why do you accept no monetization? Why do you have no buy me coffees? You must be shilled because you're not accepting it. And I always wanted the truth to be the truth, that's it. And obviously I've done videos on what the truth is. It's just personal. So different ideas. I just wanted it to be free. I'm inviting friends in. When you're inviting friends in, you don't charge at the door. Not if you're in that place. You know what I mean? So I just wanted it to be like that. And people were just going on. So you know what? I monetize. And I monetize it. And YouTube would give me strikes for all the past videos, because I had loads of videos. And me being who I am, I wanted to go out my own way. So I said, right, guys, I'm deleting the channel. I'm creating What the Flock TV. I didn't want to use the Black Sheep Researcher name, because obviously they were giving me strikes. So I created What the Flock TV, but it's always been in my heart. It's always been who I am, in the sense of when I've been on the community. People still call me today Black Sheep Researcher or BSR. You know what I mean? They always do. And I wanted to create a channel for all the black sheeps out there to come and join me. You know what I mean? Together we are stronger. You know what I mean? And yeah, you can call it a square peg. That's actually a good name for a channel. Delete that, guys. I'm now known as the square peg. But yeah, I just wanted to create somewhere where, because because I didn't expect to get people as many as I have done. I just like to rant and put theory out there. It's just basically my sounding board. What do you think of this, guys? No, that's what I am, and people generally like it. And that's why I say to anyone, create your own channel, but you have to expect idiots because there is a lot out there, and you can't hold those few and tar everyone with the same brush. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous, and I've always just been one of you guys, and I come up with crazy theories. I've always been the black sheep, so I thought, you know what? I was thinking about it the last couple of days. In for should I do it? Should I do it? Tried to log on and do things on me old Twitter, Little Wing 6 was 9, and it just wouldn't have me doing. It's like, no, what are you doing? Shenanigans. So I thought, bugger it, I'll set up another one. And then it came to me, you know what? I'll do the YouTube, but instead of just changing it and not letting you guys know, and you thinking, who the bloody hell is a black sheep? Because some of you don't know. Obviously, a lot of you do. You know what I mean? Do I know Sean Ross? I don't. I'm very. I'm like a hermit's hermit. That's another name for a channel, hermit's hermit. So I decided to say, you know what? I'm going to take that as a sign, and I'm going to go back to the OG. Like Brian Evans, yeah, he was here with the black sheep researcher of Brian Metz was, you know what I mean, and a few others. Callum, I think Callum was, and I've decided, you know what, the hermits unite. Quiet life, innit? People just want the quiet life, and unfortunately, I've chosen to expose myself, and I never even wanted to do this, but when I got ridiculed, I thought, you know what, I'm gonna have the last laugh. And I created the original Black Sheep Researcher, and I decided to put my face on there so people can see me. And like I said, after 3 years of doing that, I decided to ask the chat, what should I do? People wanted me monetize because they know my situation. As soon as I did that, YouTube started to take the channel down. So I created What the Flock TV. And I love What the Flock TV, but it's not who I am. Do you know what I mean? I'm not the black sheep. I'm a part of the black sheep. But even today, people still call me the black sheep. They always have. So I just what I'm going ahead with it. But like I said, people will moan at anything. So I thought, you know what, instead of just changing the channel name and people thinking what the bloody hell's going on, I said I'll do a live, let you guys know what's going on. And that's where we're up to. Michael Beeman. Anyone got any chats? Any plans to with Ben the archivist? I originally was going to do stuff with Ben. Not heard about or talked to him for a long time. Like I said, my situation is I'm a 24/7 carer, so it's hard when I'm. Can you understand this way? There's when you get a free minute. I used to just do the channel. Now I think about me. What could I do outside? Go for a walk, go to the gym, do things like this, do stuff with my children. And then I think about, right, I'm going to do stuff on the channel. So if you think in that order, it's hard to, well, I've got this idea in my head to think, you know what, I'm just going to do something with someone else. So until things ease up, I'm just going to concentrate on myself. And that's no disrespect to anyone. If anyone does want to see me do collabs with people, I just don't have the time. I really don't. It's hard enough doing what I do now, but as that saying goes, I've started, so I'll finish. So a lot of people have been the black sheep, and I'm the black sheep. So that's why I wanted to create the original channel, because there's so many people. For instance, when you're going into your communities, whatever your topic or your wide ranging topic, you're ostracized as it is, isn't it? It's like you are the black sheep because you believe or you have faith what you are basically saying is true. And you always get labeled the black sheep. So that's why I created the original channel, because That's who I was staying. You are the black sheep. So I was the black sheep of the black sheep. Yeah. I feel old. See, the nose is a few greys. Few greys. I used to have a bit more brown or black in it. But life is just draining out me. Basic breakfast. Welcome, David M. The modern mystic. Cat 14. Experimental. Elemental. Hello. People wondering what's going on. What's he doing this time? I just like letting you guys know. Yeah. Carla, I was always a black sheep researcher to her. And people still call me. It's like, when you have a different, you're given name, but you have a nickname. And people outside call me. So we answer to, different things. And that, someone's got a volleyball tournament. A fun fact on volleyball: my brother is an Olympic qualified coach of volleyball, even though he doesn't do it. I don't know why he did that, but that's what I mean. So anyone got any questions? I'll ask a few questions before I go. I just want to let people know. So if I put the link in the description for the Twitter, if you're on there, if you're not on there, don't worry, guys. It is what it is, and I'll put the link in the description again. I just didn't want to let you guys think what's going on here. Who's the black sheep researcher? Like, yeah, me. And what is funny is because you talk to people on Twitter and that, it's like you're trying to remember names. And also in my head is my next series of videos that I'm going to do in, which I'm really excited about. And I mean, really excited. Yeah, it's a good video, isn't it? It's just an idea, and if you see that cat, you will know that now I've gone through the chamber theory. You have an idea, and people talk to me all the time. I mean, listen to this for guys. I don't know why I didn't look into this. I was looking into something, when I was doing that chamber video. Remember the famous cave is in China or Vietnam, and it has its own weather system. And I was just looking into it. All right, so three fingers. I don't know if I said hello. Water Flock TV. So yeah, in caves can have their own weather systems. You can have clouds. You can have rain. So then, that's not going to be in my next video. That might be in a few, but I'm excited about that because I just didn't think about that, about what else could be in caves to help us if we are in an enclosed chamber. And caves have their own ecosystems, like in the glass thing. It's obvious that I know about that, but I didn't think in a cave you could have clouds, and you can. That's intriguing me and blowing my mind about that. I probably will, Carla, on the Instagram. One thing at another. It's like when I get too much things to do, because like I said, I've got to do some plastering and stuff for me eldest when I get a chance as well. Oh, there's plenty of people on my level and above me. Like I said, I've always referred myself to as one as you guys. I'm just like you guys. Some of you guys have some brilliant theories, and I always say to you, no, I don't think I can't remember from what the Flock TV on Odyssey. I still got my Black Sheep Researcher on the Odyssey, going back years. So yeah, I'm just me, and I'm the black sheep. Some of you like to be known as square pegs, black sheep, and that it's been clawing at me to get out. Just be Hugh, Hugh, Mr. Superwinder, Hugh. Just be Hugh. You are who you are, and I've always felt something was missing. You know what I mean? And it's been honestly, I've been talking to people for over a year. Should I go back to this? And things just align in the right. And I'm like, I'm going back to the black sheep researcher or the black sheep researcher. You know what I mean? And that's who I am. And it just makes me smile. You know what I mean? And I just want to smile and laugh anymore. I don't want to deal with people's. And sometimes I do moan, and sometimes I do go on a little bit on here. But guys, I've only got you. It's just my life is like Groundhog Day, like some of yous are. So when you get a chance to let it go, I don't, have, you can't talk to like this thing. It's strange, and you seem to can talk to people who you've not physically met, but you've met for a long time and share things through a platform. I don't have any friends outside. You know what I mean? And it's because I sacrificed everything to look after my mother. But I would do it again, and I will do it again because you shouldn't forget your mothers or your fathers if you're doing it in the same circumstances. It is, and it's just mind control. It's just programming. That's all it is. It's just programming. Everyone gets programmed, even we do. Everything is programming. Everything is spells. I'm not saying anything too much on that because in the next one I'm talking about spells, but from a different, because I've had something on my mind for so long, and the videos have been pointing into this direction. I'm thinking, could what I'm thinking be the reason why we are in the situation we are? So that's coming soon. Again, a what if? You know what I mean? So Stella, yeah, people, you have no one to talk to, and that's why when I get on here, sometimes I just forget I'm on here, and people don't hear. I don't. When I click on a YouTube channel, I'm moaning and going, I'm like, oh, stop moaning, but I don't get any other chance. You know what I mean? I don't get any. I just need to get it out. So sometimes I will go on. So sometimes it's like people think, oh God, he's moaning again. I do moan. I'm human. I ain't perfect, and I don't want to be perfect. I'm flawed. But I is whose I is, unfortunately, and this is what you get. So anyone can ask me some questions. Oh, it's just that's what you need. There's not enough. Have you noticed? I was listening to something on the radio the other day, going to the gym in the morning, and it said, "Oh, good luck happens in threes." I'm like, "What planet are you on?" Doesn't happen in threes. Bad things happen in threes, but I've never had good things happen in threes or fours or fives. The ground, yeah, it's crazy, Chicky Rogue. Yeah. And sometimes it can get ridiculous in a sense of people get too nosy. Do you know what I mean? I just keep to myself. I'm just who I am. What you say is what you get. I don't talk about my children or anything like that because that's for me. Do you know what I mean? That's my little part where I can just let go. And it's so funny because two of them like mini me's, which is so funny. And they're very open minded, and I'm very proud of them. You know what I mean? I know you get proud of your children, but I'm well proud of mine, and they help me out as well. You know what I mean? I'm on the border between rural and town. You know what I mean? So not much cell coverage, which can be good, but also bad when I need an emergency. And so I've Antarctic. Oh, I don't know. I'm just tired. I've not slept last night, but I had this on my mind. Tony A. See, a lot of people know. Cat was saying, know that anyone who has a tap needs to look at me. Do you know what? People are free to attack people. It's not me. You know what I mean? We all have our grievances against people. Do you know what I mean? We do. You're not supposed to get on with everyone, but I'd rather not waste my time. See, people get infatuated and are jealous. Listen, I'm jealous. Some YouTubers got bigger followings than me, and they're not as good, but that's life. You just have to get on with it. And that's what I try to do, just try and get on my content, let what's crazy things are going into my head and see how you guys, but people are just, you know what I mean? And this is what I was talking about with friends all the time. I think a lot of people, and we all have some type of like a mental illness of sorts, because life is hard. We're attacked. We're being programmed. And maybe that word is not a word that we can use in the sense of to say, oh, you got mental illness, but because it doesn't sound right. People get, I've not got a mental illness, but you know what I mean? And in the community where you are diving into topics, it can take you and you can lose yourself in a topic. Like, hence why I always say the truth contains a rut. You know, because you can get trapped in it. And if you're in the community and we are ostracized, surely you've got to say, you know what, we're ostracized against the larger community. We are ridiculed. You know what I'll do? I'm going to go and ridicule someone else in my community because I don't believe in what they believe in. They've got a different opinion than me. Does it not register in your brain like, hey, what's up? We're already ostracized and critiqued and called and mocked. I'm going to go and mock people. That's just their personality coming through, that you want to be ego, bully, evil. People want to be like that. And you can't stop people from being like that. Doesn't mean I have to be surrounded people like that. Dr. D Head. I love that name. I've not done Chronicle of Riddick. I know there is a Janice aspect in one of the films. There's nothing wrong with saying you're jealous. You got an ego. People work hard and put a lot of effort into something. When you put a lot of effort into something, you want your fellow people a bit of respect, tilt the cap type thing. You've done well there. Don't, it's not my thing, but I can see you putting, it's respect. If you were making shoes, if you were making drawing or an artist, a painting, it's nice to just get a little encouragement from your fellow YouTubers. Gary Baxter, hope you're well. Oh, I've got loads of people at the minute attacking me, calling me trans, and it's just so laughable because you can instantly dismiss it, but you have to think, I'm not doing it. I'm not going down the I'm not going down the level. You know what I mean? Let them think that, and he's just making a mockery out of the research and people who really put the time and effort into doing that research. He's just making them, and that's what it is. He can't tie. It's like me saying on the people like that, I'm going to rant. There's no point because we all get tired, and we shouldn't. You know what I mean? I'm not going to tar all the community for people who, for instance, don't show the faces anyway on their content. You know what I mean? I won't name names. Yeah, experimental. Yeah, they're called. Yeah, see, you have to even watch what you're doing now because they'll edit it and then they're putting the videos that I'm saying these things. It's ridiculous that you can't say stupid things, but hey, people want to click and edit and do all the shit. People are just evil. People want to swim in it. People, you can instantly see someone who is good and genuine straight away. Do you know what I mean? And people who hide behind faceless things and critique and call you and create spam accounts to attack you. You seriously love me. You do. Just say it. They want to make a picture. That's what it is. And people are 100% entitled to do whatever they want on their own channels. Do you know what I mean? And good to. I wish people well. I don't, I don't waste spells because that's what it is, and curses on people. If you actually know your beans, know your things, someone coming into the community straight away will find out words of spells, and it's a power of the vocal cord, the voice of God. And if anyone saw Preacher, he uses the power of Genesis, and he can make people do what. That's what the vocal cords are. That is the 369. I've done, like I said, Thingy reminded me the other day, Cat 14, so I'm doing a follow up on that cat because I've got something. I've got something I just need to get out on that. And there's nothing wrong with saying you've got an ego. I've got an ego. But it's how you control it and how you use the energy. You know what I mean? We all have bad days. You know what I mean? My day not necessarily would be worse than yours because we all have our box. Cat Willie, I don't know if I said hello. We all have our, my bad day doesn't necessarily mean it's your bad day. My bad day could be your good day in the sense of the effort and stress it's putting out you, because we're all at different levels. So you can't come, well, my bad day is worse than your bad day. No, you know what I mean? So there's a lot of smart people in the chat who I'm proud that they set time and watch my content. And my Sherry Analoni, that's, you know what I mean? So we should all, and I generally feel sorry for people who are so negative and want to attack everyone, because it's just showing you your personality, and you shouldn't. You know what I mean? We all have our things. What's weird? Going back to, I found Paul because I'm weird. We're all weird. We're all, we're all different, but we're all looking for something similar. So if anyone's just joining, I'm just letting you guys know that I'm going back to the Black Sheep Researcher, or Black Sheep Researcher. I'll change the channel name in a few days once people, what's going on? I've already changed the banner, and that was a murder to change that. Too many pixels, not enough pixels. I'm like, come on, give me a break, computer. So I've changed that. I've changed it to, well, I know. So if anyone just follow me on Twitter, I'm the Black Sheep Researcher. I'll put the link in the chat, and I'll put it in the description at the end. But there's enough topics for people to go on with, enough theories. And the next video is going to delve deep into this with spells and different things, because why is the world the way it is if we have so many good people and do want to control the magic, they want to control what we think? Think about it. If our lives are shit, which 9 out of 10 in the chat, even though we tried positive, life is hard. Why are they making it hard? Obviously, it's the energy, it's the magic. But if we can manifest, like everyone agrees that we can manifest, and I've showed you in all videos about the atmosphere and where it all could come from, their emphasis is on that. You know what I mean? 6s. Cymatics. Everyone loves cymatics. I love that video from that music fella did. Funny, I don't know if you watched that, Stella, that the CY, actually etymologically wise, changes to IA. And we know who called IA and is in charge of the keys, the frequencies, the frequency keys. So people just ask where. I've got a few more minutes, and then I've got to cook some food. People I'll give you a little bit of hints of what I'm also a qualified chef. Yes, I can cook, ladies. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, there's different things. There's hazing. There's, because people don't know. If you didn't know me personally and I said something to you, you could take it the wrong way. But if you actually know me, I'm just having a jest. You know what I mean? I used to know. When a lot of people who are disabled, and I just treat them the same. And I have jokes with them, and have a lot of people come up to me and thanking me. I'm like, what for? I'm just talking to you. He said, yeah, you talk to me and you treat me like everyone else. You treat me like the same. You're not judging me for what I have. And that's, I mean, we should all treat everyone the same. You know what I mean? Too joy. Hey, I'll send it. Can you imagine that? Like, send it down the line. Oh, should I? If we ever get some more free time, get the cameras going, get some cooking. Oh, there's an idea. It's so funny when because actually I obviously learned at college as well, catering as well. You used to call it production. And if you are like what's that word? If you're soft minded, you won't get it because they really scream at you, the chefs. You know what I mean? They want things done instantly. You know what I mean? Hey, beans on toast can be nice. And that's what we should do. Just treat people all the same. But obviously, you can't just go up to any random people and say things because you don't know the condition. That's like I make memes. I take the piss out myself, and I take the piss out of everyone else. You know what I mean? And that's just who I am. Now, who I am doesn't mean it's the right or wrong. It's just who I am. But I'm not changing for anyone. Do you know what I mean? So if you change you're not who you are you? Do you know what I mean? And yes, when you're in relationships and different things, you have to change together, but you also have to have a piece of yourself, a piece of who you are. I've actually got a roast today, roast chicken. And I've got all the different. I've got what's it? Two different types. No, it's three different types of potato, and some veg. So that's what I'll be doing. But I don't know if you want to know about that type of roasting. But yeah, we just you know what I mean, and that's what I've always been. I want people just to have a laugh, but we can't. You know what I mean? We can't always get on, unfortunately. Potatoism for all. Taters or taters will be. We call them taters. Taters. So anyone got any questions before I go? If anyone wondering what's going on, I'm just changing the channel name. I just didn't want to leave you guys high and dry, wondering what the bloody hell's going on. You know what I mean? So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna let you guys know I'm changing the channel. I've changed. It should come up automatically on it. Let me just see if it is on mine. Yeah, so there is the channel. You say it's Black Sheep Researcher, but the name's still the same. I won't change that for a few days so people can understand what's going on. And because I've gone a bit earlier today, and all my friends in the down under, it's a bit more reasonable time. Normally, you guys are just getting up. Do I hope to get off the grid? No, I don't want to go off grid. I'd like more space, but I don't want to go off grid. Nothing against. I would like to. People will laugh, but since I was a child, I've always wanted to keep bees. You know what I mean? And that's something I'm going to look at when I'm going on. So if you guys still with me in 10, 15, 20 years, hopefully I will be doing some bee videos on making honey. But yeah, some people do like getting off grid, and I can understand why, because you don't want to be with people. But sometimes if you go on your own and you're on your own constantly, if you could go off grid, but then immerse yourself, with people, then yeah. But I don't want to go off and then have no contact with no one. So if I could, yes, go off grid and but still have contact with, you know, people who care about you. Carla can cook, I believe. Oh, a strong magic. It's got bees. Ooh, that's just. I love honey, raw honey, and that's what I try and get. I make my own. What's it called now? Antibiotics with raw honey and turmeric and different things like that. So, oh, you got to go. Right, take care, Carla. Right, guys, if anyone's got anything to ask, I'll be going. I hope everyone's well, by the way. Yeah, I'm off realm. You know what I mean? Mead. I don't actually drink, but I know mead's, technically, but you know what I mean. But yeah, mead would sound. I gave up drinking 20 years ago, something like that. Not took to drop since. Bee chased me into a pub. Is that the excuse? Them dumb bees chasing me. So yeah, I've got some good content coming up soon if I can get my arse in gear and make it. And this is actually taking time, but hey, what's a few more days? And if you could see my top of my screen, it's got all my headlines what I'm looking into, but I will give you hints. I'm looking into the vocal cords again, the voice of God again, because there's a lot of stuff I missed and didn't include, and I want to include that in regard to manifestation as well and other things that's named for that. Are they all linked? And that's why they're trying to keep us down. So I'm going really deep on this one. I don't know what channel it'll be on. It'll probably be on this one. I'm not sure yet because it depends on how long it is. I'm just reading. It's funny, innit? Just reading the chat. So the time we get, and I am gonna try when life permits to do more lives, and hopefully I do want to get doing stuff with people again. But when I give someone a promise, like if I say to you guys, I will do this on that day, I will do it on that day. Hell, I'm a stickler for it. That's just one of the things, my things. If I promise you, I promise, and that's it. It's my thing. So I hate to promise people to do videos and something happens, like an emergency with my mum, and then I have to go. It plays in my mind. So it's no spontaneous like that. You know what I mean? So there will be stuff in the future. I never say never. So anyone got any questions before we go? It is, Callum. Your word is powerful, and that's why I don't know why people can use it badly. Because it doesn't matter who you are. If I say something personal and it hurts one of you guys, it's etching into you. It's cymatics. I'm saying something negative, and that spell is being etched into your psyche, your bones, your personality, your soul, and then it eats and festers inside you unless you can get it out. So why would you be of a person to do that? That shows you don't need demons when you got people like that. And you know what I mean? So so come on, guys, give me some quick questions, or I'll go. I'll go. Yeah, I'm not long ago anyway. I can smell something cooking. So quickly before anyone asks me anything, I was thinking of a pebble the effect yesterday. I appreciate everyone in the chat. London McLovin, you just joined in. Brian, Brian A. Metz. It is. I just don't. If like I said, you know what I mean. We're not perfect. I've said something nasty to people in the past. You know what I mean. We're human, but you should learn from your mistakes and learn what you're saying. Sometimes in the heat of anger or pain, you will say things. But like I've said to you in previous videos, I never let things have to sort things and never go bad on a bad word, because that's when it starts to fester. So anyone's, you know what I mean. It's quite cold, not Canada cold, or where some of you guys in the States are cold. You guys have had it bad this week, haven't you? One of my friends in Canada had it -48. What is going on? I'm just changing the channel name, Sarah. Or Sarah, how you pronounce it. I'm just going back to the OG Black Sheep Researcher, and I'll change it in a few days if it'll let me. If not, I'll still be putting that in me stuff. I used to be Black Sheep Researcher a long time ago, but YouTube deleted the channel. I created What the Flock TV, but I always wanted to be who I am. You know what I mean? Instead of fighting it, the Black Sheep wanted to get out. I'll get on the plane. You know what I mean? So now I didn't say I was a good cook. I said I can cook. There's a difference. Hey, I did some. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm that type of person. I don't hate on people who don't eat meat. I don't hate on people who just eat vegetables. You know what I mean? I'm who I am. I eat what I love. Cynthia Wood. You know what I mean? We should, make ourselves better. And if you have children, it's like when I'm with children, sometimes my children watch these. I can't be something who I'm not and also attack people. This is not showing a good example to my children. You can't tell your children one thing and respect your neighbours. Respect your neighbours, and you attack people. You know what I mean? It's two-faced. So I will be going in. What's that time? I think I'll go in 3 minutes. Countdown. Some get on the drums. But yeah, I appreciate you guys taking the time out. I know this isn't a brilliant reception I've had as well. The amount of people in going off key. So yeah, just on the chain, I've got some good things coming up. I did have a new series planned as well, but I'll have to get to that eventually. Something that I've always wanted to do. I'll get that. I just want to give you guys something to take your time. But people in London always said home is where the heart is, and obviously that spells earth anyway, doesn't it? But I believe we're in a chamber of sorts. Everything points that way from etymology wise, but again, does not mean we are. But the question people forget and don't ask is why do people have a different interpretation, different perspective on where we are? It should be impossible, shouldn't it, guys? Shane Sturgis, welcome. I hope you're better, Shane. If you think about it, we should only be this in your hand. You should only have this. It should only be this. But how can you have so many different theories and have evidence for all these theories? You know what I mean? And people don't look into everything else. Listen, I try not to stick to one theory, and some of the stuff I've come up with has changed. I've gone from different things, and I'm just molding it. But if we are in a chamber, and a chamber doesn't necessarily mean it could be underground, it could be in something. Etymology says that from the celestial to other evidence, and all my other videos point to this. You know what I mean? My Tempest Fugit video that I did years ago, that you was talking on with your Cult Rejects the other day. There's loads of things because I just want to progress. You know, and you have to take little snippets from different things, from different videos that you've done. Do you know what I mean? Like I was saying at the beginning, clouds can form in caves. That is a huge wow. So if we have clouds in caves, we can be in an enclosed system, which most people will agree on that. That's what we are anyway. Enclosed system. You know what I mean? In videos I've talked about what could mountains be, the stalagmites and stalactites. Just showing, because necessarily sometimes when we show things, because it looks like it doesn't mean it necessarily is. And we all have to say these things, but we can still think, yeah, I do think that. It's an opinion. We all have an opinion, like assholes. We all have a anus. But if you just put the apostrophe thing in, it's anus, anus, plural is Elohim. It's a collective of gods. That's why we all have them. So people will have a like people always Godja Ev Master whatever. He got Crater Earth, London McLovin has his series. They're all enclosed. If you think about it, they can all be enclosed. The flat Earth can be enclosed because the Earth is flat, and you can be in a concave because you're in an enclosed system. It seems to fit everything. People talk about them building domes. Where we actually could be in a huge dome, like a Swiss cheese ball. You know what I mean? Tunnel after tunnel after tunnel. Hence why people talk about the Nordic, different types of realms. You know, then you've got to talk about frequencies. You know, and why did he always talk about echo chamber? Funny that, isn't it? Because we're in a chamber. But you know what I mean? There's so many things that you have to just look into, and sometimes just take a piece away from it. That's what I always do. I always give myself questions and not answers. Chippy Chip. I love that name. Oh, can you imagine that? Like the snow globe. But that's just what I'm thinking on, and I'm not set on that. But I just use the evidence of what I've seen again. But that evidence is from what I see. Now think about it. Now be honest. I want everyone before I go in the chat to think about this. How in the how in the blue heaven or how in the blue hell? How can you all have a different interpretation on where we live? You shouldn't. You should only be able to see one. Or you know what I mean? That is it. That's where we live. But it's not. You know what I mean? And that's the crazy thing. Because think about it. You say anything of what we are. Again, London talks about the eye. I've done videos called Lucifer Disciples on about the vision and eyes and how we are pupils. You know what I mean? I've talked about this for many, many, many years. And like I said in all the other videos, like the Pope being Apep and Apophis, a Pope's office. We forget that we've done these videos. Because we do. You know what I mean? Stella Q said like Sam to an hourglass. That's Tempest Fugit. That's one of my old videos. The hourglass. And we're in the center. And that is why you get the levels of, on top of each other. That's just what I came up. But also, Tempest Fugit is one of the oldest Masonic signs. Before they had the compass and the set, the Tempest Fugit was the hourglass with the wings. And that was used. You'll see them on graves. So that was used before that. So, you know what I mean? There's loads of things out there. We just have to go and look. And we should not be bothered, if someone's into flat earth, let me into flat earth. People, I have flat earthers trolling me thinking I'm not a flat earther. I was in flat earth while there was a speck in the daddy's testicles. That's how long ago I've been here. But I don't stay in a community because when you have a different idea, you get pushed out, you get ridiculed. And that's how I became who I am. because I was ridiculed. And I thought, you know what, I want to create my own platform and just show people it's okay to be different. It's okay to think differently, because you have people gatekeeping each community, a so-called the person in that community. And if you go against them, you get ostracized. And that's what I create my channel. What's funny is all those people that ostracized me have subscribed to my channel, and they're using my information. I've done over years. I was making maps and creating maps 6-7 years ago, and these maps what I was using are coming out now. It's like, you know what I mean? And we all see what we want to see, and it's what London's going on about. We all see what we see. That's the power of it. But remember, the first words, or the second, is manifestation, is thinking, then the spell, if you believe in that way. But a lot of people talk about that. He thought, the creator thought, and he spelled it out. So again, manifestation. Are they taking away the power that we had? The kingdom of God is within you. So if we have the power in us, that's why a lot of things go again with the body. You know what I mean? So there's loads of things. And I tell people, go and have a look at my back catalogue, what I've done on the channel, because people don't have time. You'll be blown away. It's like my Realm of 11 videos. Some of the things in that just blow you away. It's like the 10 commandments were actually 11. And people will argue with that. And there's evidence for it. And you can find evidence for anything. That is what it is. You know what I mean? Maps are just spam. That's my interpretation, to create the division. You know, if it's like you having a home and your land, and then people moving, and you don't want to, I'm just going to draw the lines a bit bigger. Oh, I'm a bigger bully. I'm going to take your land. I've got more men behind me. You know what I mean? So it's that. Oh, the best name on YouTube, bar none, has just come in. Salute you. I just love that name, and you've been with me for a while, my friend. You know what I mean? So that is, you know what I mean? And it's a spell. And what I'm going to come with, I'll just leave these with, why do you think, for instance, they even put it into films, demons seal the spells with a kiss? You have Judas sealing it with a kiss. It's a mouth. It's a vocal cords. Remember, the vocal cords are twin threes, 33. It's a 369. The magic of the 369. And inside your mouth, when you speak, and this is the mind blower, guys. When you speak, have I got it already saved? I haven't. But when you speak or sing, your vocal cords come together to look like that. Tell me what that is. It's the 11. It's the pillars. You have your little thing in the middle, not the tonsils, because tonsils are the sides of also the pillars. You know what I mean? But things I've talked about, why is it that your tonsils and your larynx, and I put this in old videos, guys. People talk about the squat man and how that is plasma. That's a squat man. That's been in videos for years. Look at it. This is a squat man. It's your larynx. You can just see it. And the hourglass. These stuff I've talked about for many, many, many years. And it gets ridiculed because I'm just who I am. You know what I mean? So I've done, like, for instance, Cat reminded me to do it. The secret. Why do you think they try and mask you up and not get this moving? Because this is very powerful. Do you know what I mean? I've talked about this for many years and made many videos on it. And it excites me. It really does excite me. So, guys, I'm going to go because I can smell something burning. And what it is, guys, I'll promise I will do more lives, impromptu lives like this, and when I can. But also, just thank you for the support. Because, yeah, Kimberly, it's essential. Cymatics. We live in a world of cymatics. When it hits a medium, it creates the sigil. These things, I've just done it on so Many. So I'll put the link in the description for my new Twitter. Please follow if you're on that. If you're not on it, don't worry about this. I'm not a forced thing. And just be aware that I will be changing the channel soon to What the Flock. See What the Flock TV. No, nearly had it then to Black Sheep Researcher. I've actually changed the graphics and that already, but I've not changed the name because people. I know you don't want to burn the spuds. I've got the roast potatoes. I've got mashed potatoes. I've got what are they called now with breadcrumbs around them? I forgot. I did last week. I did the dolphin wow ones because my mum likes them. But this week I've just gone for that. Trifle. I like making my own trifle. Oh, cake. That's my sweet tooth. See, right, guys, I'm going. So I've just changed the channel and I will change it to the Black Sheep Researcher. So stay with me, guys. I continue making stuff. I will try and do more stuff with people. Just don't forget about me, because we all like to be remembered, and I do need people. You know what I mean? And sometimes I go, that's my problem. I don't like putting my problems on people. I always go it alone, and we should never be scared of asking for help or talking to people. You know what I mean? And that is it, guys. On a positive note, thank you to everyone that's come today. I really do appreciate it, guys. Take care. You're making me hungry now. I'm gonna have it now. So take care. Stay safe. Always wear a smile, and I'll see you soon. Bye, guys. Bye. Bye. I can smell something burning. End stream.